All right. Okay. Okay. We are live. 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 All right. We are live. We are live. How can I let you guys know something? I want to let you guys know something. Hello, people. I am live in two places right now, okay? And everything looks different in each place, okay? I want to let y'all know that, right? So, right now I am live on Instagram and I'm live on Twitch. And I'm here. I'm gonna let some more people show up if they are destined to come because these things are left up to the fates. Sometimes people don't show up to the live and you're just talking to a couple of your buds. Sometimes you're talking to the crowd, baby. And I don't mind either one. I'm ready. I'm ready for each eventuality. Okay. Because we come from the tradition of the performer. You feel me? You feel me, dog? Where you perform the same, whether it's one person or 1,000. That's what you do. I'm trying to decide which camera I want to play up to. I think I want to play up to the Instagram camera, even though we got the Twitch camera over here. I don't expect a lot of people to come over here to the Twitch stream. But I'm going to tell you why and what I'm doing and why I'm doing this very shortly. Okay. What I'm doing is okay, so check this out. I got a weekly podcast called Eternal Invite. We do it live every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And we did one last night. It went pretty well, but then afterwards, I realized, dang, I effed up the audio. So my microphone on the Twitch stream is like super loud, and everybody else's mic is super low. And I was trying to do some things to fix it in my DAW. It didn't really work that well. So this is going to be the first episode where I will not put it up with the official archives. Now, for me, a person who's trying to build all these different healthy routines and keep these streaks going, that part makes me sad. It's like, dang, the official archive will now be lessened by one episode. We got Dusty Manipulator over there on the Twitch stream. If you if you end up at the Twitch stream, which I don't advise you go to, but I got a picture of Malcolm X baptizing Tupac on the screen. We got the homie Manipulator over there. I'm on IG too, Manipulator, if you want to watch over there. What I'm doing is I'm basically doing a makeup episode. I'm just coming on here solo. And I'm free balling it. You know what I'm saying? Free balling it. Okay. I think when it's time to put this up, maybe I'll merge both of these streams into one video because I got everything's recording right now. I can sync this up if I want to. Although I should have thought about this. I should have screen captured this phone so I could get you guys' comments. But I think I'm going to play up to this camera. So if you guys want to ask me anything, you want to talk about anything, I'm on here right now. I don't know how long I'm going to go with this and do this. I just wanted to make sure I had something to post this week to make up for the fact that I kind of jacked the sack on the audio for the official podcast episode. You know what I'm saying? Let me read what you guys said so far. Zippo with the prayer hands. Oh, Enchanting Hour is now following me on Twitch. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Zippo with the prayer hands. Somebody told me that's supposed to be two hands giving a high five. I call the bullshit. Okay. Cosmic Dig says, remember the time you freestyled "You Are Banned" while gaming? That is a favorite internet moment. I kind of remember that. One thing that's fun about Twitch, if you decide you want to be a Twitch streamer, you want to stream to Twitch, one thing that is just superb about that experience is the ability to ban people. Oh my God. It'll make you feel like you grew a second ding dong. And think about what you do with one of those. Now multiply that by 2, obviously. We got about 4 people in the IG, and we got Enchanting Hour. Hell yeah, I love it over there on the Twitch. Oh boy, this is going to be a weird, fun thing to merge after the fact. We got Zeus Money over here. Bucket of Zulu. You guys got some great creative names. Cosmic Dig says, yes, banning sounded fun. It very much was in that moment. Usually when I banned people while gaming, it was because they said something mean, you know. And if you come in the chat saying something mean or something that's not useful, we hitting you with that ban. I mean, it could have been for something way more petty than hate, but I don't remember. But it was fun. I feel like the song was something like "You are banned, you are banned, you are" something basic. Yeah. What's going on today? We got divorces happening. We got what else do we got? We got people bringing up Robin Williams playing Popeye. Did you know there was a Popeye movie that existed? And Robin Williams was Popeye? I haven't seen that movie in so long. People are talking about Kingsley, the dude that used to be on YouTube. I totally forgot about that dude, but I remember he had a popular YouTube channel. Good for him. What does this have to do with anything? Man, oh man. Let me tell you, the Eternal Invite podcast is way better than this because I'm there, but there are other people there that allow me to not be fumbling over my own brain the whole time. And then you can listen to other people say things that are much more coherent and useful. Okay. How about that WandaVision? You guys enjoying that WandaVision? Do I need to say no spoilers, or can I spoil everything? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Bucket of Zulu says Twitch can be toxic. I mean, any social outlet has its share of toxicity. You're right about this. You're very much right. I did have from time to time people popping up on Twitch with very interesting commentary. Like the thing that I dislike the most is backseat gaming. But like, if you're gonna backseat, maybe also offer some tips, offer some strategy. Give me some feedback on what I could be doing differently. Don't just say, "Oh man, that sucks," because I might ban you. I think there was an article written the other day. I think that's why this is trending. But on Twitter, Chun-Li is trending. Chun-Li is trending because that new Mortal Kombat movie is dropping trailers or whatever. And I think somebody wrote a whole article where they were like, "Where's Chun-Li in the Mortal Kombat trailer?" And if you know anything about Chun-Li and Mortal Kombat, you know these things do not intersect. Okay? You think of Mortal Kombat as this parallel line, or excuse me, as this line represented by my arm, and you think of Chun-Li as this other parallel line represented by my other arm, and you see how they are not intersecting. Mortal Kombat, Chun-Li, 0 commonalities. So yeah, I think they got flamed. But you win some, you lose some. Hey, it's RC Mac Panther over here. RC Mac Panther. Let me read these comments over here. The homie manipulator loves WandaVision. I think I enjoy WandaVision as well. It was moving kind of slow at first for a lot of people, but then as you kind of get the rest of the season and you see how things fit together, I think it's much easier to appreciate the the first few episodes, and then you can kind of look at them through a new lens of like, oh, these aren't slow per se. They just are offering, some clues, some things that we can delve into without, it's not a show where they're just giving you everything on a platter. It's not incredibly deep either, but like you can appreciate that it's they put a little thought into it. They put some thought into it. Bucket of Zulu says they're on episode 7. Correct me if I'm incorrect. Yes, the episode that just aired is episode 7 of WandaVision, which was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I'm pretty interested to see what episode 8 is gonna be. Gotta wait a whole damn week. Boo. Yeah, RC Mag Panther 22. This is podcast part 2. We got the homie RC Mag Panther 22 over there on Twitch. I messed up the audio super bad on yesterday's podcast, and I don't want to go a week without having something posted in my archives. So I just popped on here for a quick minute to generate something. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is going to be. I've only been on here for like 11 minutes, and I might get off of here in 2 minutes. But I wanted to be able to post something. Along Came a Stranger said, hell yeah, that episode was nuts. I assume you're talking about WandaVision. Yeah, lots of revelations in the episode, They kind of revealed... Actually, let me not say too much. Let me not say anything. What helps you out more? Viewers joining you on Twitch or here? Well, right now, this is just whatever. I'm just doing this. I'm doing this for me more than anything, okay? I appreciate you guys being here, whether it's here or over there. And I think I'm going to stop this pretty soon. But I've been putting a lot of pride in keeping up these routines that I've been developing during the pandemic. Some of these relate to music making, and in like the businessy aspect of that. Others relate to the podcast and keeping in touch with friends and, having healthy communication between my peoples. And, with the podcast, I want to make sure that it remains at a certain level and doesn't drop below. And I had kind of nailed down the sound before. And yesterday, it was just all over the place. Like, if I was you can still watch the archive of yesterday's episode on my Twitch channel, because those videos stay up for about a week, I think, before they disappear, or maybe it's 2 weeks. So if you wanted to watch last night's episode, you can, but the volume is crazy. My microphone is super hot. Their microphones are super not. And yeah, it's just not the type of thing I want to put up there. Like in the archive, I archive all of the episodes on the podcast on my YouTube page. My YouTube page is youtube.com/Pimpinstein5, PIMPINSTEIN 5. And I actually have a whole playlist that's just dedicated to the Eternal Invite episodes. Currently, we got it's either 28 or 29 episodes archives on the YouTube page. All the episodes before. I had one other one that had janky sound, and I actually was able to fix it a little bit inside of Ableton. I used, I ripped the audio from the podcast, threw that in Ableton, used some vocal effects to kind of raise the low volumes a little bit, and it was tolerable. This one, I don't think there's anything I could do. What's up, Craig? Craig Commodore. Thank you for joining the IG stream. Yeah. And so I've also been, getting lots of confidence. Oh, snap. Enchanting
Hour cheered. X500.
Oh, snap. Enchanting Hour gave me 500 bits on Twitch. That's tight. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. At some point, those bits become money. So thank you for that money. Bucket of Zulu, you guys broadcast once a week. Yes. Every Thursday on twitch.tv/Illingsworth at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time zone. So another place that's also in Eastern time zone is New York. Detroit, and New York. We post or we live stream a podcast. We get on here. Sometimes we have topics lined up already. Most of the time we don't. And we just have a conversation. It's me, Rufio Jones, Sean Uppercut. A lot of the times, Amanda Furge is there. All of us go way back to different degrees. And, we just try to have a fun time entertaining each other. And we hope that translates when other people watch it. And I think it typically does, because we are genuinely, I'm talking to people that I genuinely love and like, and we're having fun. We're in the middle of a pandemic, so I'm not getting to talk to these people and see them like I usually would. So it's always like a breath of fresh air to have them in front of me on screen. And we just try to have fun with that and enjoy that hour. And then we get up out of there. It's very, the way the podcast is constructed is very no frills, which is, DJ Stacy J. Thank you for the host. She just hosted me on Twitch. I am on here just to do a makeup episode, because my podcast last night, I jacked up the audio. And so I don't want to fall back on having an archived post every week. So this is what this is for. I'm just on here talking to people. I have an audio archive as well that exists at anchor.fm/Illingsworth, where you can listen to audio archive of every podcast episode, except the one from last night. But, this might sound weird to people who are listening to the audio on, Spotify or iTunes, Apple Podcasts or whatever, because I'm talking to two streams right now. So it might be a little weird for you guys listening to this in the future. But guess what? Don't care about that as much as I just care about getting something in the can every week. Okay? And this is going to make me feel better, at least on that front. Last night we had our ghost. Last night we had a ghost. And the ghost tore up everything in here and destroyed the audio. No, last night our guest was our friend John Brown, a.k.a. the Post-Fovist, who also was a podcaster at one point. He's an artist. He does, I think the term would be slaps. He does very creative slaps when you draw on a postage stamp. Those big postage labels. People draw on them, slap them on stuff. It's a great way to do like some art vandalism in that it's not impossible to get those off of stuff, but it takes effort to get one of those postage stamp labels off of stuff. So there's a tradition of it. There are people that do it and have been doing it, and he's carrying on in that tradition. He also plays the mandolin, which he did not do that for us last night. He was asked. Bleh. I have trouble saying some words. We told him he could do it, and he didn't do it. But he has videos on all his social media where he is playing the mandolin. So if you'd like to see a black man playing the mandolin, if you don't think that's a thing that exists, it does. And he did it. Damn it. Yeah. So it was a fun podcast for us. I could tell you the general tone of it. John is very much a jokester like the rest of us, and he listens to the podcast, so he very much had a feel for our tone. So he fit in very well to the conversation. I definitely am going to have him back. Not next week, only because my friend Dahlia is going to be on the podcast. She is the host of a thing called Interruptions Show. Interruption Show started off as a live comedy thing back when the world was open. I believe the way the story goes, it was born out of a bunch of comedians being at an open mic with zero audience. And so because there was zero audience, the comedians were kind of just interrupting each other and asking each other the background on some of the jokes that they were working on. And what she decided to do was make that into an actual show format that she has been she kept running for a long time when physical places were open, and then when everything shut down, she brought it over to the digital realm. She has a Twitch. I believe it's just twitch.tv/interruptions show. And the way it works is comedians will get on and they'll do like a short set. I think maybe they're like 5 minutes or something, or maybe less. I don't know. Maybe, let's just say 5 minutes. And Dahlia and the co-host will interrupt the comedian just to ask for context about a joke or a backstory or a different question that relates to the material being performed at that moment. It's a very interesting format. It's a very fun format. It's definitely one that's fun if you are a person who enjoys the inner workings of comedy and would just like to see the thought process of someone who, aspires to be a comedian. So she's going to be on next week just to kick it with us in a regular way. And then the week after that, I'm going to be on Interruption Show for the second time. And hopefully I will interrupt somebody this time, because the first time I was on the show, I was just sitting there watching the comedians and laughing. And then at some point I performed a song, and then my audio was messing up with that too. Man, your boy's always having audio problems. But I didn't interrupt any comedians because I was just laughing at the comedians the whole time. But hopefully this time I will be able to muster up the gumption to interrupt one of these comedians and ask them, an interesting question about the material they are delivering. But you got to think fast. You got to be quick, because that's another thing that was like jarring. Like Dahlia was doing it so quick, but she's been doing it since forever. So I got to do it once. We got Abdul Malik 2708, who I believe is also Kuloon on Instagram. I'm just cross-doxing you real quick. Who says over here, damn, this feels like an Insta Live. What's happening here? Yes, it is. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm just making I'm doing a makeup episode for what I'm not going to post from yesterday because I jacked up the audio so badly. PD Doma, yo sup, I finally catched alive. Yes you did. Yes you did. Welcome. Yeah man. I guess I might get off here soon. I've been on here for about 22 minutes. That kind of flew by at some point. RC Mac Panther 22 over there says eternal recap. Because I was recapping the podcast. We had a lot of fun. We made some jokes about Ted Cruz because he stinks. What else did we talk about? We talked about I don't remember what all we talked about. I mean, I could watch it myself later to remember what we talked about, but I'm drawing a blank right now. Such is the nature of doing things live. You draw a blank. I'm trying to draw a picture, but I'm drawing a blank. I'm shooting blanks. I drink water out of a jar. That's what I do. Oh yeah, RC Mac Panther 22 has reminded me that there was some sugar-free slander by John Brown at the end of the podcast. If you know about rapper Sugar Free, and you know about me and my homies, we appreciate him, and John does not. And so he ended the podcast with some slander against Sugar Free, and so we kind of had a slight diversion in his defense. But it was a fun time. Respect was given, respect was shown, fun was had. I got on Christmas colors. I got on the green hat. If you're over there on Twitch, you can see that my green hat blends in with my green screen, which is off center because I have everything pointed towards me right now. I got camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. That's going to be fun when I merge these together. Abdul Malik, big rest in piss to Ted Cruz. Rest in PP. Or excuse me, not Ted Cruz. Rush Limbaugh. Ted Cruz is alive, sadly. Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's the undead. Maybe he's a zombie. But Rush Limbaugh is dead. Oh yeah, we did talk about that though. When Rush Limbaugh died, what immediately trended afterwards was Rush Limbaugh and rest in piss. So, like, that says a lot. Says a lot. I would like to believe though that if piss could speak for itself, it would say, "Hey, don't put him in me. Please, please leave him out of me." My baby is running around naked because she just had a bath. Shout out to my wife for bathing the baby. She just did a couple kisses at me. That's nice. Makes me feel good. Yeah. This might be a good place to stop. I don't know, unless you guys want to ask me some questions. Let's do this. I give you 15 seconds to start some kind of questions. If I don't get any, then I'm out of here. Let's set a timer. And you can start now if you want to. I'm giving you extra time. 15-second timer.
Okay, your timer is set for 15 seconds.
Ooh, suspense. Suspense! I'm just going to look over here at the Twitch stream and just enjoy the feeling of imagining myself as Tupac being baptized by Malcolm X, who apparently has converted to Christianity at this point in the afterlife, where he has located Tupac, who for whatever reason wished to be baptized. All right, I'm seeing a couple questions. I see a comment from RC Mac Panther 22. He says that Just Video cameo was dope, Doc. Thank you very much. I flew around in the new Just Video. Shouts out to Just. Shouts out to Bruiser Brigade and all those gents over there. They were very nice to me. They tried to invite me into a house where several people were unmasked. And though I appreciate the invite, I did not go in the house. But my hope is that all those gentlemen, I hope that's their bubble. I hope that's their bubble, and they are maintaining that bubble, and staying safe and healthy. All right, let's check these questions that we got so far, and if I get to the end of them and there are no more, then I'll just get out of here. What have I been gaming lately? I haven't been doing too much gaming, actually. When I was gaming, I was playing mostly Fallout 4 with lots of mods. That's actually one of my favorite things to do as far as gaming Fallout and Fallout 4 is to install various mods. If you don't know what a mod is, it's short for modification. For the games in the Fallout series, typically on PC and I guess now on consoles, but historically from like Fallout 3 going forward, people have unlocked the ability to like add things to the game. So you can add weapons, add characters, add storyline, change the backgrounds, all kinds of, fun stuff like that. I like doing that. And there are a lot of creative people that make very creative mods for that series of games. And I just enjoy playing it. It's a very relaxing game. You can play it very slowly if you want, which I enjoy because I used to play like the Halo series very often, and that shit's stressful, bro. It's stressful. I don't want all that stress. But Halo, you can play it slow, you can play it fast, or excuse me, Fallout, you can play it slow, you can play it fast, whatever. So that's what I have been playing. Shouts out to the Sim Settlements 2 mod for Fallout 4. That mod is tight. And the mod author and his team, they do a lot of good work. King Gath. Ayo, can you say this is PD Doma. It says, Ayo, can you say my name again? I'm gonna make that my tag, bruv. Your voice is some real heat? ? I guess this is a Izzy and humble question. I don't know what an Izzy is, but check it out. PD Doma. PD Doma. PD Doma. PD Doma. PD Doma. PD Doma beats. PD Doma rhymes. I'm not entirely sure what it is you do, but that covers a lot of bases. PD Doma basketball team. PD Doma crepe shop. You got all kind of drops that you could use right there. All sorts of drops, all sorts of tags. PD Doma says, bless, brother. Enjoy those. Loop Chopper is asking me Vegito or Gogeta. One of those is the one with the where they merge with the earrings, and one of those is the one where they merge with the dance. And I can't remember which one is what, and I can't remember which one looks cooler. Cause I just have in my head I have the image of just like a general Saiyan person with some kind of weird vest on and no shirt and puffy pants and Uggs boots. And I feel like that could be a lot of characters. You know. RC Mac Panther 22 says I need to get an invoice for those drops, but I'm not gonna do that this time. That was a freebie. That was for the earth. That was for the world. That was for the world, man. Let's see. I'm just taking questions right now. When the questions run out, I'm probably checking out. But this will be archived to make up for the podcast that I will not be posting from yesterday because the audio was too fucked up. Yeah. Now, what did you say here? You said a bucket of Zulu says Vegito is the one with the earrings. Loop Chopper says Vegito is the one that whooped Majin Buu as a piece of candy. OK Holiday says not the Ugg boots. Oh, I have somebody's using the actual question format here. Did I get a new? Oh yeah, I got a new question in the live. OK Holiday asks, is green my favorite color? No, my favorite color is probably blue. And I only have one blue hat that I don't like. It's like a baseball cap, but it's blue. But you know what? The clothing that I typically wear on the streets, which I haven't been on a lot of these days because of the Pandizo, on the streets, I typically am wearing like all black. Like I got in my head that it would be smart of me to simplify my wardrobe. So I typically am wearing like a black shirt and black pants, and then I save the color for the hat and the shoes, essentially. So a pair of shoes that I bought them so long ago, but they almost look brand new because I ain't really been nowhere. I got these Reeboks that are like white, teal, pink. I got another pair of Reeboks that are like purple, teal, gray, white. Like I put the color on everything else, everything other than the pants and the shirt. In a way, I feel like it's helped me simplify some things, but I still need to get rid of a lot of clothes that I have from before I started doing this. You know, I keep going back and forth between just wanting to throw it away or like actually do what I think my wife would prefer, is that we like donate the stuff. But the way things are now, it's gonna take me way longer to get stuff ready to be donated, and I kind of just want to get this energy away from me and throw stuff away, which I've thrown some stuff away. I kind of feel bad about it, but I kind of don't. Green is not my favorite color. Blue is my favorite color. That was long way to get to the answer. RC Mag Panthers 22 says pastel. I like pastels. I like my pink hat and my pink shirt. I got a pink hoodie too. I think they're all three of those are different color pinks, which I kind of don't like, but whatever. All right, we got another question. Wait, hold on. Okay, Ali says we have the same fit philosophy. If it makes you feel any better, a large majority of donated clothes go to landfills anyway. I didn't know that. Really? A large majority of donated clothes go to landfills. Dang. That stinks. Hold on, I can't see this whole question. This is a super personal question you don't have to answer, but do you intend on getting vaccinated? Is that the rest of it? It kind of cut it off in this little box here. Excuse me. I do intend on getting vaccinated. Oh, Tashir is over here on the on the Twitch stream. Tashir, I did a podcast last night. I messed up the sound. In order to not drop my in order to not drop the feeling that I get from the streak of having a routine and sticking to it, I'm just doing a makeup, very loose, super loose, random episode where I'm streaming the IG and Twitch at the same time. I'm gonna merge them later into one video and post that as my archive. I explain that I messed up the audio and what I'm doing, and yeah, you know me, man. I keep it real loose, man. I don't be caring about no formats or things being professional. Yeah, the vaccine. I do intend on getting vaccinated. My mom and dad are old. My mom and dad are old. They are in their mid to late 70s. They both got the first half of the vaccine. Around that same time, my older brother caught COVID. He still does not want to take the vaccine for whatever reason. I think he should take it. I'm going to try to convince him to take it. But if he don't take it, what can you do? I'm probably going to take it. One reason I'm going to take it is because people not sitting down. People still not wearing masks. So what are they doing to help? And what can I do to protect myself in a world where, you know, people are being so, you know, the sense of civic duty is missing, at least in this regard, right? I feel like it is, you know. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to take it whenever it becomes available to me. And, you know, I know everything has its risks, but I think that the risks of catching COVID and what that could potentially do to me are worse than the risk of taking a vaccine. And that's another reason why vaccines are typically accepted, because even with the risks, it's less risky than catching whatever you're getting vaccinated against. Simple as that. For me, at least. You do what you want to do. You know. But yeah. Let me see. I don't know if we got any more. Oh wait, I see one. Favorite anime. What's my favorite anime? Man, favorite anime. Let me start with favorite anime movie. I want to say the movie Akira, but really only for the animation, because I haven't watched it in a while, but I feel like the storyline of the movie is a kind of confusing. Not confusing like I don't understand it, but like confusing like I don't know what the aim was. I don't know what they were trying to do when they came up for the story in that movie. And I know from my friend who read the manga. That's how you actually supposed to say it, right? Manga, not manga. Maybe, I don't know. My homie that read the manga, I remember way back he was showing me that like the story in the manga was like considerably different. And so, you know, whatever. But the animation in that movie is like groundbreaking, and it's still, not only does it hold up today, but it's still like mind blowing today. Like all of that motorcycle chase stuff that they were doing in that movie, and then like the stuff with Tetsuo where his body is like you know, becoming grotesque and morphing out. Like, oh, that shit looks crazy. It's crazy. Like, and humans drew that. Humans drew all that stuff. They came up with that and drew that with their hands. Ouch. Close this window real quick. I wanted some cold air to come in, but it was getting too cold. We got some questions over here too. Oh, my homie Rapidy Rapper, aka Indio, is over there on the Twitch. He says, "Blackness, what up, beautiful people? What's shaking? How y'all living?" I'm just over here doing a makeup episode for something that I am not going to post from yesterday because I messed up the audio. And hopefully I can get everything fixed and calibrated for next episode. You know, because we got another homie coming through. And then I'm going to bring the homie from last night back again. Hopefully the week after next week, if he's available, so we can try to do that again. You know, the right way. We gotta get Tashir on here at some point too. That would be fun. You know what I'm saying? What else we got over here? RC Mac Panther says Akira's story is all over the place, but after multiple watches, you'll understand it. I feel like I have a general understanding of it, but it was just, it's the difference between somebody knowing how they're going to tell a story and telling it, and like, something just being all over the place. What am I looking at? It may not be in long. Me and my mama got to celebrate our birthday soon. Mine is 16th of hers today. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday, Mama Indio and Indio. Mama Rapidy or Mama Rapper. Happy birthday. Favorite power up from Super Mario. RC Mac Panther wants to know what is my favorite power up from Super Mario. Let me think about that. I feel like I enjoyed the way the frog suit looked, but I don't remember what it did. Didn't he have a frog suit in Mario 3? Bucket of Zulu says anime series typically have the same premise. Like some dude being like, I'm weak, I want to be strong to save the town, village, city, school. I have a hidden power that no one knows of. My best friend was killed. My hidden power is unlocked. I'm actually the best character of the series, but I kind of don't know it. Everybody else does, though. They get real close to killing me, and then I kill them. That's anime. I think somebody sent me another question just now. What is your favorite name of any musician? My favorite name of any musician. That is... Did I pause it? No, I didn't. What is my favorite name of any musician? Thundercat has a cool name. That's a cool name to have. I think it's also cool that he was able to get away with that without getting sued by... I assume by, the creators of the Thundercats. So that's a tight name. Who else has a tight name? I can't think of anybody whose name sticks out like that, where I'm like, damn, that's a dumb name. Other than that name, like that name came to mind immediately. Flying Lotus is a cool name, but I feel like Thundercat is a better name. I wonder if they beef about that with each other. Those guys are friends. Who else has a cool name? That's all I can think of right now. Favorite musician names. It's an interesting question. A unique question. All right. Our RC Mac Panther 22 likes the name Childish Gambino. I think that name is okay. That name is okay. I think he got rid of that name though. I think he's just Donald Glover now. Earl Sweatshirt. That's a funny name. That becomes good because it's funny, and also like he did what you needed to do to make that name just be accepted. Cause like, if he was not good and his name was Earl Sweatshirt, like that would be different than being good and being named Earl Sweatshirt. You know what? That plays into a lot of the gravitas of a name. Like if the person is actually like good at what they do. If they're bad at what they do, that name then will suck forever. Oh, man. Well, I don't think I got any more questions here. So I think I'm about to take off. Bucket of Zulu says same goes with Black Milk. That's another name where like if Black Milk was not good, you might think Black Milk was not a good name. But because Black Milk is good, Black Milk is a good name. Like it's just Black Milk. Yeah. I don't think I see any more questions. So I am going to... Oh, it's Delilon. Delilon is back. Black Thought, that's another dope name. It's a very serious name, but it fits the person and the way they rap. Okay, I'm gonna end this. Once again, I came on here. I'm doing 2 streams at once. I did this because the Eternal Invite podcast last night had bad audio, and I'm not gonna post it. Oh, somebody posted 2 questions. Oh my god. I'm gonna answer these questions. 2 Paddington wants to know, how did I think of the name Illingsworth? I read a book in school, and one of the characters was named Illingworth, and I thought it was catchy. As a dumb rapper person wanting to be a rapper, I was like, oh, this is cool. His name has ill in it. Cool. And yeah, I've rode with that name. An earlier incarnation of it was Dr. Illingsworth, and it was Doc Illingsworth, and then I got rid of the Doc and the Doctor, and I'm just Illingsworth, which I like the most. Let me see here. What other questions do we have? Favorite underground rapper. Favorite underground rapper. I'm gonna get real. I'm gonna go nepotism with it. This counts as nepotism, right? If I just pick a homie, I'm gonna go with Self Says. No, he actually is. He's one of my favorites. He's in the top 5 favorites. 2 people whose names I say often when people ask me like who's my favorite. Like I prefer to think of it like indie level rapper, like Quelle Chris and Denmark Vesey. Like them guys are dope. Them guys are dope. They're both very original, and they're dope. As is Self Says, and I'm very proud of Chuck, because he is in the process of doing music again. He had taken a break for a minute, which to me was a sad thing, because when he and I connected and became friends, we formed a bond, and we started doing work together. We've done songs together. For quite a while. I was essentially his like show DJ, even though I'm not a DJ. I don't do anything with discs. I play stuff using Ableton. I would run his music for him at his performances, which was always very fun. Me and him have a genuine rapport. That's my homie. That's my bro. And it was always very fun doing shows with him and bantering with him on stage. Because like with my Detroit City homies, my group, it's the same kind of thing where like our genuine connection translates to like the energy on stage, and it was always fun. And also Charles introduced me to a lot of people who ended up helping me a whole lot. Like I wouldn't know Mike Eagle if it wasn't for Charles. And then by extension, there's a whole bunch of people I wouldn't know if not for Mike Eagle. But like I still always give Charles the credit for that. You know what I mean? Like that's my bro forever. Yeah. So yeah, I think I answered that. I went on a tangent like I tend to do, but I answered the question. Did you think of making a 2021 New Year's rap song? No. I especially going into this new year, I wasn't feeling like making no kind of songs, bro. Yeah. No. And that's typically not a thing I do. I don't really chase those type of moments to make music. I think the last time I did something that was like connected to like a year, I made a song during the leap year called Happy Leap Year, where it was essentially just like a free form rap with no hook, right before the 2016 presidential election, or it was the year of that upcoming election, and I told people not to vote for Donald Trump in the song, and then they did. So that was that's a good reason to not do that again. Maybe I got him elected by doing that. I don't know. How can you ask questions in this? I think there's a question mark button or something like that. You guys are keeping me around longer than I was trying to be on here. I missed hitting some of y'all with the wave button. I'm trying to go back and hit y'all with the wave button, baby. The wave button, baby. Naeem Wizard says, "What's good, Doc? How can we ask questions?" Yes, that's what I was asking. I love that leap year. I like that song. Oh, thank you. I don't know what people have listened to. When people hit me up to give me props about stuff, it's usually very general, and they don't really tell me specifically what they're listening to. I used to check stats on stuff. I really don't check stuff like that anymore, or at least not right now. So I don't know what people are listening to. Ghostly Goon, welcome. This is going to be a weird audio archive from my audio podcast. I better make sure that I'm reading everything that is important. Would you ever do a 24-hour beat making session? No. I need to sleep. Can I sleep in the 24 hours? Cause I'm old, man. I'm getting old. I'm old and I'm getting old. And I ain't trying to stay up for 24 hours. I've been up for 24 hours before. I've been up for more than 24 hours. Solely off like caffeine. And that shit was trash. I wanted to zoom in while I said trash, so I had to charge that up. So no. Would I ever do that? No. Somebody named Where I'm Needed over here on Twitch is asking me, where are you based out of? I am from Detroit, Michigan. I was born in Detroit, Michigan. I went to school in Detroit, Michigan at all levels. Elementary, middle, high school, college. I've always lived in Detroit, Michigan. I currently live in Detroit, Michigan. I'm from the west side. If you want to be specific, I currently live on what is technically the east side, but it's not deep east. I am a Detroiter. If I ever was to move and live anywhere else, it would probably be somewhere in Georgia. But yeah. Detroit, what? Welcome, people. Welcome, Sojournalist. Majestic Legend, shouts out to you, sir. Says sleep is very important. All caps on the very. He knows. Trust him. Bucket of Zulu says, are you satisfied with the makeup to the archives in makeup from the audio mess up? I am satisfied now. When I first started making this stream right now that I'm on, I was a little bit worried. I'm like, I'm just on here rambling. The people aren't giving me any feedback yet for me to kind of play around, because I feel like we got a nice little rapport going here in the digital realm. I feel like we're hitting the ball back and forth across the court, and it feels good now. But when I first started this, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna stink, and I feel good now, and that's partly due to you watching and talking to me. So thank you, I appreciate that. We got 2 questions in the queue here, I think. What's your favorite music to sample? My favorite music to sample is probably jazz fusion stuff. But aside from a genre, my favorite stuff to sample is anything that has like open parts. And what I mean by that is parts in the record where there aren't a lot of percussive sounds. Like, I like sampling percussion. I sample all types of stuff, but I like when like the instruments are just going and doing something, which will allow me to like pick out individual parts and notes and manipulate those as I see fit. You could do that with stuff with drums over it too, but it requires more effort, which I'm not afraid of effort. I've made thousands and thousands of beats, literally. So that's not a thing that I care about. But as far as just like ease of working, when it's if you got something where it's like somebody playing a piano and a saxophone or something at the same time, it's like, oh, okay, let me zone in on that. That's one of the interesting things about making beats in the digital realm, is that if you can look at a waveform, you can kind of get to those parts of the record easier. But as a digger, whether you're, because some people dig for records and then they send that stuff right into a machine and they don't really get to see a waveform while they're doing stuff or whatever. But like, however you're getting the stuff onto a computer, if you could see a waveform, you can kind of see like when stuff is loud, when stuff is quiet. But this is what I was gonna say. As a person who is from the tradition of like digging for records and samples, you don't want to get in the habit of not actually listening to the whole piece. Like you don't want to be reliant on putting it into a digital space and then just looking for, oh, there's the quiet part where maybe there's something there. Like, listen to the whole record. Like, if you got the time. I mean, if your thing is to just rush through making beats or whatever, do that. But if you got the time to like actually sit and listen, do that, because you might miss something that's like really crazy just looking for the same type of thing every time. It's almost been an hour. I probably need to stop this at an hour. When do you plan to work on some music with Majestic Legend? Let's do that soon. I'm going to I'll probably send you something right after this stream. Majestic Legend says, I listen to records more than I sample them. Yeah. And that's part of it. Like, if you're really trying to if you're trying to honor the record and like the digging for samples process, like, listen to the whole thing. You'll learn a lot about how to make music by digesting different compositions, which comes from listening to the whole record. If you're just listening to bits and pieces out of context, then you won't be able to adapt that context into what you're doing. Yes, encourage listening to whole records. Great advice, thank you. Word, bro. Oh, glad to help. I don't know if my advice is great, but hopefully it helps you. I'm waving at some people that I missed. Ooh, excuse me. Did I have any more questions in here that I missed? Let's see. Man, I got mouth gas. I see one. Has being a parent affected your creative process? If so, I'm gonna assume the rest of that is how, right? If so, how? I can't see the rest of it. I make music less. Like, before having a kid, I was definitely one of those guys who didn't really do anything but make music in his free time. And now I don't really have that free time anymore. So now I have to be like methodical and schedule out stuff. Which, direct effect right there. But I appreciate the time that much more, because it's less about just sitting there and vegging out to music and more about having like a little bit more of a purpose. I mean, I do miss being able to just like, zone out. But I love being a dad. I love that baby. A couple of people asked questions over here. What's the difference between East and West Side? Nothing really. I mean, people talk about it a lot. There's like a little rivalry. In some ways it's healthy, in some ways not so much. I mean, like, so in some ways it's resulted in actual like physical violence, but we all from the same place. If we out of town, we all from the same place. If you mess with somebody, from the West or the East and we out of town, we all fucking you. And it's like that. It's just like that. At least that's been my experience. Like, You know, that stuff is whatever in the actual city, but like out of town, man, we from Detroit. You know. Majestic Legend said East Side more hood. I was born on the East Side of Detroit. It depends on what you mean by hood, man. Like on the West Side, we got some real ignorant characters. We got some real ignorant folks. You know, some say the hood exists in the mind. You know, I don't know. I wonder how Trick Trick's no fly zone is working during the pandemic. Man. That's an interesting question that I'm not gonna touch. Somebody over here said, "Are you listening to actual vinyl records often?" It's like half and half these days. I do a little bit of e-digging too, but I still got vinyl. I got a gigantic shelf right on the other side of this that's full, and then I got another shelf over here. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 shelves full, 4 shelves full. I got a box of 45s. I got a box of tapes and CDs in the closet over here. I got some more. CDs up in this closet at the top part that I just forgot about until right now. I kind of got too many records. I kind of want to get rid of some records. Yeah, I don't know. What's the main reason I don't want to try? That's the main reason I don't want to even try to start making beats. I don't want to dishonor the original content. Hey man, if you want to make beats, just make beats. Give it a try. It's fun. If you try it and you find it fun, keep doing it. RC Mac Panther wants to know when I'm going to do a rhythm roulette. I guess if somebody asked me to do one, ain't nobody asked me to do one. I would probably do one. I feel like I would do that better than Against the Clock, when they do that one where you only get like 10 minutes. I can make a 10-minute beat, and I've made some sweet 10-minute beats before, but that's such a coin flip. And who wants to look whack on the internet forever in front of all these savages out here who gonna rip you to shreds for being imperfect? Yeah, it's been an hour. I burnt that up way quicker than I thought I would. So I'm gonna stop taking questions, and I'm gonna say thank you to you people of Instagram, and thank you to you people of Twitch who came here through to the stream, this makeup stream. I feel myself getting tired too. I gotta go eat, but thank you. Tune in to Eternal Invite every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Illingsworth. We broadcast live. We do it live. And that's why if the audio is messed up, then I just got to throw the episode in the trash. Yeah, so you guys have a great night. Thank you again for anybody that followed me on Twitch. Thank you for the bits. Enchanting Hour. I think you were the one that gave me the bits. You guys be good. Be safe. Keep your masks on. Keep washing those hands. Using sanitizer. Use mouthwash. I heard that helps stop the spread. Mouthwash. Yeah, be safe. Get that vaccine, man. Get it. If it's available to you, get it. You're probably more likely to get jacked up by COVID than you would that vaccine. Help us keep the old people safe and the people with pre-existing conditions, comorbidities, and whatnot. We all want to live, baby. All right, I'm getting out of here. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye. My brain went blank.